Good morning. Welcome to Options Tenor. It is Wednesday, October 9th, 2024. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, traders. If you're new here, go down to that bottom right-hand corner, hit that Options Tenor logo, and subscribe. Today, we are going to start scaling into more puts. Okay, it appears that we're going to get really close to just a minor target at 578. And I want to add on a few more put protection, or not put protection, but our primary put positions. Okay, and I'll post those. Those will be long term. The near term calls I will remain to hold as a hedge, just in case our 580 target gets and I'll point all this out. So I just wanted to tell you the strategy that I'm doing, and just in case price gets over 580 and wants to continue up to 599, our final target, which I don't believe it'll make it up there. So that's why I'm scaling into them now. Okay, so we have divergence on every single time frame. Let's go ahead and go spy on multiple time frames. We're going to zoom through this pretty quickly. I want to get this video out, and we'll go around the horn on the 65. Okay, so I'm not going to look at the divergences on all the time frames except for the daily now that we have one. So here we have the 2000 top, 21 top, and we're forming a top here in 2024. We have negative divergence. We are above this line, but I do believe we're going to get this reversal here. We finally got above last month. Let's go to the weekly, which makes another divergence there. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, we're back up to the top of the channel here. Will we touch it? Not really sure about that now that we've had all this time sideways. But if we do, then maybe that's the 600. Or the 599. I'll be very precise on that we go, but that would be above there. So I'm just kind of working this out. This is a rough channel here. We're kind of back testing. We're forming a wedge, another wedge here. We are in a bullish stance, and we're breaking out from the previous weeks. So all this is bullish, right? So why are we so bearish? Well, on this time frame, we cannot be considered bearish yet. We hit our target here, the 162% retracement from this correction. So 162% retracement. Got above, stayed above, we're over the 8 EMA, and we're in a time and price week. Okay, 1010, you see there? Time and price week. So in this cluster, we're looking for a reversal. That could happen as soon as today or tomorrow. All right, so what's bearish on this time frame? If we get back under this 162, we'll keep it as simple as that. We get below that, now we're going to be pretty darn bearish at that point. Let's go to the daily. On the daily time frame, we form that bearish rising wedge. Broke down, back tested, and now we're forming a smaller wedge with the new high. Okay, with divergence, the bearish divergence on it. We're in this box here for 14 days. Yesterday got to the top of the box, and now we're pushing off of it. So this is a breakout. If you do the measured move, you could take the top of the box to the bottom. We're not going to do that right now, and it would get us to the top of the trend line there. We're almost into our target. We're about a point away before we start getting into the target zone. So we have to keep that in mind. Our final target here is 580, and it's just a zone. Okay, it can spike through 583. We're not, it's not precision to where it gets to 580 and boom. All right, so the divergences here I want to show is right here. Had our high, we broke our high today, and now we have another daily divergence. All right, same with the RSI. High, lower high, high, higher high. That's a bearish divergence. Very important because that sets us up for whatever's happening on the 65 now. Let's go over. This is kind of our long-term theme. This wedge here, an ending diagonal, 3-wave move up for 1, 3-wave down to 2, 3, ABC for 3, ABC for 4, and A, B, C for 5. We're just about done with that, depending on where it wants to go and complete. But we have these catalysts. Today at 2 p.m. is a catalyst, and I'll kind of direct you on what I think we're looking at in the micro term, and that way we can kind of react to whatever happens there. So let's go to this. Well, where do we get our target from? Our near-term target that exceeds that long-term target is right here. So now we had this correction, this ABC for wave 4, and now the retracement is here. And so the minor retracement here is 578. The first major target is 127. That's a 580. We are near there. We need to start, as soon as I get done with this video, I'm going to start posting some puts. Okay, I'm not going to short IWM. That's just now breaking out. Okay, so we're in this cluster. We're getting towards the end of the cluster. That's why I think today could be the top. Let's go to the 65 so we can kind of talk us through this. Here's this wedge that we're filling out. This is our last wedge. It's an ABC. This had a 5-wave move up for an A. This was a B. This is a zigzag, by the way, you guys. And we get 1, 2, 3, 4. And this, I told you, was an ending diagonal where it's a 3-wave move up for 1, 3-wave move down for 2, and now we're in wave 3. So what I think is going to happen, possibility for FOMC minutes here, is maybe we make it up to 578 and we have some sort of correction. It could even cross over this wave 1 for a final wave 4 and 5. Okay, but if we just want to get some sort of little correction and spike through on FOMC, I think this move is over. All right. It's not about the count. It's really about the target and divergences. All right, we have plenty of divergence. We created another one today. I just had that was a text. Should I let this run on SMH? I don't think so. I'm gonna text them back and say that I think we should be looking to get out of our position. So here's our final target. Rising wedge, negative divergence on the 65 now as well. Want to get through this. Snow is jamming. It just broke out from a wedge. I'm going to release that video to the public. Now, this is our A, B, and here's what we're looking at. Possible 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're looking for this last wave of 5. Maybe that's already, maybe this was a 1 here and we got a 2 here. It doesn't matter what this count is. That's all speculation. But our target is up here at 580. We're, nearly 3 points away. So now is not the time to go long, if anything. We get above 580 and hold above with a back test, then this could go higher. So I'm very aware of that. But all these divergences going into a major target with catalysts of today at 2 p.m. and also with CPI and PPI coming up in the next 2 days, look out for some volatility. All right. So again, really in the micro term, what I want to point out was that this is possibly, maybe we get some sort of little correction in here and then one more move up. That would mimic the 2021 top where we just came shy of the target, had like 2 days of consolidation and then moved up. So if you're going short, I'm not shorting this 2 days out. I'm shorting this into December, okay? So don't, once you get to these targets, I keep shorter term calls for protection and long-term swings. That's my strategy. You go with your strategy. I just want to give you a heads up on what I'm thinking. All right, let's go around the horn here. QQQ. The Q's not quite to its target. We're looking for this to finish off and close the gap, or at least come near it. We just need a new high here. Target's almost there. I think we'll get that today or tomorrow. We'll see how that plays out. Here's our final target, just above that. That's 887. That's 494.47. That will be our target. So again, maybe this is a 1, 2. We're getting wave 3, and maybe we're gonna have a little bit of a wave 4. Wave 4 can cross over wave 1 too. Okay, so if this wants to come down and be volatile because of FOMC, and then tomorrow shoot up with CPI and PPI going the next 2 days, and then finally hit the target, that's valid, all right? So just keep that in mind. But on a traditional sense, we shouldn't break any major support. Okay, so you probably draw this as a wedge to the upside. Shouldn't break that trend line. SMH. SMH, kind of the same thing as Q's. Maybe we just get the options expected movement, just make a brand new high here. Doesn't have to. This could be a little double top here. You know, this could start breaking down now just to hold the market down. So that's why I'm just leery on who's going to really push this market to the upside. IWM. Okay, so IWM doesn't really have that breakout yet. It was moving, and it's a bull flag, so IWM could take over. It could simply reject from this point and continue lower. All right, so this is not broken out. I can't say that this is going to lead yet. We just don't know who's going to take leadership to in the last few points. While one is probably going to break down, and the other is probably going to go a little bit more extreme to continue the market just a little bit higher. We have a few more points to go. That's it for IWM. I'm going to get this video out. So VIX. VIX is broken out for an inverse head and shoulder. I don't think this is going very far back down to let the market go up, but it could just test the breakout. It's simple as that. If this can go back, test the breakout, it's already in a bullish stance. This thing's going to go much, much higher. Okay. Once we start to see this start to rise again, we're probably already in our turnaround reversal in the market. So I think that's all I got to show you. Yeah, let's get to some of these puts. All right, have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us here at Options Center. We'll see you in the next video.